right, so Brian, you came to help me do electrical.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, this looks like this is a little bit more than you.
This is how I help. I delegate. Yeah. So okay, come here. I have some questions.
All right.
Got a bunch of people standing around, but I'm holding up $1. Okay, so we're adding 3 lights, right?
All right.
Where are we adding them?
So you need to figure out what happened to that ballast for me up here that broke.
This one. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what the heck happened.
Okay.
All right. So we're adding 3 lights, right? 1, 2, 3. Correct.
And you want them on the same circuit as what you currently have?
No, I want them on their own.
You want them on their own switch?
So I want them on their own switch over there.
Hey, Adam.
This is Brian coming to help do electrical, by the way. He and I were supposed to do this together.
We are going to do it together. We just need to, we have a lot to do, so we want to make some
Okay, all right, good.
Move crap out of what?
All right.
Oh, you have a lift. I didn't notice that.
Dude,
Yeah.
you laughed so hard watching us try to get that off the U-Haul truck.
You rented a truck to do this?
Yeah.
Who, you two did this?
No, me and a couple of my workers.
Oh, wow, yeah, that's,
A bunch of guys who've never touched a weight in their life.
They were going to pick up shirt boxes for me now. You all are like, you want us to try to bring the lift over? And it was bolted together at first.
He'd be like,
they could unbolt it. I don't know how they got it on the truck, but it's pretty scratched up. So
yeah.
But getting it off the truck, we lined the ramp with cardboard, and we kind of like pushed it down.
each one's 600 pounds, yeah.
7.
Oh, all right. All right.
Okay.
So these lights need to go on their own circuit.
Correct. These lights need to, we'll keep the 15 amp circuit that currently exists, right? Because these should not overload that. We'll take an amp on it, but it should be around 10 amps based on the math. Okay, which that's not overloaded. Right? Right? Okay, right? You have the same page here? I just want to, when I'm saying right, I'm saying like based on your knowledge of the code as well. Okay, so these are going to go in their own 15 amp. We're going to disconnect these from the GFI circuit that they're currently tied into. So these are going to have their own breaker.
Fine.
The GFI circuit will probably be on with the new lights, the new extra 3, and the garage door. I think that's we'll have 3 lights, garage doors, GFIs.
Okay, so disconnect the current lights, put them on their own circuit,
Right.
and add the new lights that we're adding onto the existing GFI.
Onto the existing GFIs. I think that's a good way of doing it. And we'll know once we make an amp, we'll know exactly what each of these are.
All right.
We have to figure out what's going on with the ballast. We may need to run and get a new ballast. That's one thing I forgot to get. But
Okay.
we'll just figure it out. We need to do a cut-in box, so we need to replace one of the. Adam, do you know what this switch here does?
That's the outside.
Outside lights.
Yeah,
It
that.
is the outside.
Yeah, it controls actually our Christmas lights.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
got it. All right. So we need to do some sort of configuration here. I told you to get a 3 gang, but we may end up needing to get 2. And what I was thinking is, because we're doing 2, you do it 2. We're doing fans, right?
Correct. I want the fans on the switch, right?
Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so
Correct.
that switch will be here. So we'll have what I think we do is just do a double gang.
Yep.
With a double toggle.
Fine.
Double toggle for the 2 lights, and then separate decor up for the fan.
Now you asked me to get a double decor. I don't have a double toggle.
A double decor. Double decor. That's talking about the top and bottom decor. Right? Yeah. So what I'm saying is, top and bottom decor up
Yep.
with 2 stages of lights. Here, closest, and then here we do the fans.
Right. So should we do, like in my garage, I did outlets for the fans, so we just hardwire them? I mean,
No, they're plug-in cord connected, so
Yeah.
they really need to be plug-in cord.
okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, what I did is just put it on the ceiling, and we just kind of run a nice,
Oh, we're
neat.
gonna just do the ceiling. Okay, I actually got, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, because it's a block wall, but
Ceiling's better. Because I had him bring, I had him bring EMT.
because I'm gonna bring the
You don't like EMT anyway, do you? The metal piping?
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna bring the fans are gonna be up closer to the ceiling. You know, they're the big, they're 24 inch.
We're just doing cut-in boxes. We have to lay out where the fans are going to go.
Correct. Yeah.
And then
I'll do that.
We'll do cut-in boxes, and that'll go on with the garage doors and the 3 new lights. And then
we need the lift.
What?
Then we need the lift. The lift.
The lift. So we have to wear that in. Okay.
Correct.
And I'll work on. That'll be the first thing I work on. Figuring out
Okay.
the rating and what kind of plug we're going to use for that.
I'll get it, and I'll be figuring out where we're putting the box, the control box for the lift, which is
The
over
box
there.
is really tiny.
And then what else do we have? Oh, wait. Do we
That's
have an
it.
air compressor? A dedicated circuit for an air compressor? We're not doing that.
No, not anytime soon.
Okay.
So
All right, so the GFIs they won't be totally on their own, but
They'll be with
on
the
fairly
3.
low. They'll have like
Yeah.
15 amps of,
Right.
no, they won't, 15 amp circuit. So it'll be, is it 15 amp?
Yeah.
So you'll have about 10 amps to play with on these GFI.
I mean, the only thing we're going to need to run is a vacuum and those lights and like a radio.
Compressor off.
Yeah, but when we do an air compressor, we'll probably just bring in a new circuit. Yeah.
Okay. And you're good with this? You don't want real professionals to move this properly or anything? We're good?
I think we're good.
Good with this? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's nowhere for it to go. So
that's it.
yeah, it's easy.
This is the time to ask questions and be like really a jerk on camera. What's the, like this is a terrible idea. It's gonna all explode, catch on fire.
Most likely. But
Okay.
it's your idea, so it's not my fault.
Good, just so long as we don't have blank. Oh, another thing. So before we leave, I want to do any little touch-ups, and you have to leave at noon, but I want to do a little drywall patch on that hole next to that outlet. Do you want us to just leave the current outlet there, or do you want us to try to remove all that and patch it?
I think having the outlet there is fine.
Okay.
Because we may put like a cord reel or something up there.
Do you want us to take that piece of L bracket down?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll take that down and we'll just get some little top or whatever. Yeah, patch that up. All right. Good. We all cool? Everybody cool?
So instead of the EMT, we're just doing pop-in boxes in the ceiling?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to measure it out. Because I'm going to do it symmetrically off of this wall. Like there's going to be cabinets that start right here and end where the black line ends. So I'm going to symmetrically put them.
And we're
it'll
also
probably be
gonna-
close to where that is.
And we're also going to neaten up all of his wiring. You know, see the light where it's like hanging off the ceiling. You know, Matt hung it. We're going to try to make that nicer. We'll just try to take everything Matt did and actually.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Where the light's kind of hanging off the ceiling there a little bit.
Yeah, I couldn't hit a stud there. What do you want?
It's not. That's a little scratched up. I'm going to touch that up a little bit. We'll actually staple up the wire properly.
This is an obsessed garage. This is mediocre garage.
No, it's good enough.
Yeah, this is good enough garage.
I know Matt doesn't care, but I don't really want Adam to die in a fiery blaze, at least for my liability insurance.
All right, cool. So here's the high-rise garage door. LiftMaster 8500. We're working on wiring it.
Hello? Hey, I need a 120 volt, 3 volt T8 out. Yeah, 3 volt.
So we're working on, well, I'm not working on, but Steve's working on
What's that?
the hinges to make sure that the door carries
4 foot, yes.
on the opening properly, because it's rubbing as the door goes up because we have it so tight to the ceiling. So this is what we've been, Adam and I are experimenting with. This is a TwinBusch lift, which is German engineered, but it's Chinese made. They make it in China. But I swear, the quality, the way this thing looks, well, the quality of what it looked before Adam decided to move it from his warehouse and jack it all up.
It still looks good.
But this thing looks great. So we're gonna play with this thing today and figure out.
I'm gonna run inside and.
Yeah, I don't think we really even need you for a while.
Okay. Well, then I can.
But yeah,
the crooked tire rack.
well, we'll see. We'll since you already have it open, we'll play with it, see if we can get it to work. The other issue is I don't think we're going to be able to do 2 of them. We're going to want to put it up higher because otherwise it's going to be in the way.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right. So first of all, where's the motor? Where's the actual motor assembly for this thing? Is it in one of these boxes? Probably this one here. When you rate an assembly, it's not just the wire or the breaker that feeds it. It's the plug type. It's the cord. It's all that stuff. And so you can have, you could put in the right size wire, but have the wrong size breaker. You can put in the wrong size breaker and have the right size wire. Or you can have the wrong plug. And so what TwinBusch is telling me is, it's rated for a 30 amp circuit, but it's a regular plug.
Right.
That's like saying, I don't know what that would be like saying. It's like saying you have to have premium gas, but you can only, go to a place that doesn't sell premium gas. That's a terrible example. Terrible metaphor. Yeah, this is our motor. And so then he said, well, the motor's rated at 30 amps, but you can probably put it on a 20 amp circuit. Yeah, this is it. Here we go.
That goes on the side. That's what goes on the side that I'm thinking of. Hey Matt, you know what I was thinking about? You know how lifts like click and you need to raise them before you lower them?
Yeah.
You think it's possible for your car to get stuck on the roof?
Go down.
Like if you brought it all the way up to the ceiling, you couldn't go up to bring it down? I thought about that.
Okay, yeah, see. So this motor is rated at 30 amps, right on the nameplate of just the motor.
Yeah.
Which means that it has to be a 30 amp circuit. You can't run a 20 amp circuit.
Regular plug. So.
Well, no, I know, but that plugs into that control, and that's a regular plug. See this? You have a motor that says 30 amp rating, tying into a motor control that has regular number 12 cord on it.
Yeah, but maybe it doesn't draw 30 amps.
But it doesn't matter. Yeah, Matt told me to settle down because I was getting a little cranky.
Really?
I was getting emotional. I was getting tradesman emo.
What you're saying is we have an illegal lift.
Well, it's not. I mean, I'm not. It's not like I care, but you got to be able to tell me what I need to connect to it. You know, I don't mind that it's made for Germany. I'm sure it's fine, but.
I don't even think it's supposed to be made for Germany, isn't it?
That's what it says right here. Designed for Germany, and that's why it has this. It has this icon, and it doesn't have a UL rating.
Huh.
There's no.
It's kind of cool. It's like having German spec Japanese stuff.
Yeah, it's like
buying a Honda that was built for Germany.
Yeah, you got a gray market lift on your hands right here. All right. Yeah. Living on the wild side.
No, I mean, how do you think I found these fans? You just have to take a flyer, you know?
I know.
Sometimes it works, sometimes
Sometimes it's garage, sometimes it's good enough garage.
Sometimes you waste all Adam's money, you know, whatever you got to do.
Yeah, dude, I could have gotten LEDs.
Oh, you just said a dirty word.
There's actually a guy who owns a lighting company. I think I got it.
Yeah?
Got some what?
Are they LEDs?
Yeah, I haven't had time to follow him.
Oh, look at this.
At that?
Oh man.
Oh, hi, Brian. This is a sponsorship deal.
I know. Right. Thank you, TwinBusch. This is an amazing product. Look at the engineering on it. I mean, it does. It looks great. It's good stuff.
Is this bad?
I just have to figure out the electrical.
Yeah.
We just got some very German controls inside this thing. I'm listening.
You're buying obscure products like this.
It creates a demand. It's rare. It's all right. So this is some sort of roller switch here that actually shuts it off when it hits the. See these?
Matt, imagine us two trying to figure this out.
So.
And we would just plug it in.
But you see, okay, look at what I'm saying. Matt, I got to show you this. Okay. I know you're not gonna. Do I need to just be quiet? I probably do, huh?
I'll just.
Okay. So here's what we've got. So we've got something that's clearly rated at 30 amps, but you've got number 14 wire
Right.
going into the feed here, and this is actually the main contactor that runs this whole thing. But none of this stuff is rated. Like it doesn't even tell me.
Here's the key. We plug it in the wall. Does it turn on?
Okay, so I'm sure this is what. I mean, how many of these have they installed in the U.S.? Do you think?
A couple hundred. I don't know.
So here's our options. So this is going to be up to you guys. Here's our options. We can put it on a 20 amp breaker.
Yes.
And that's safe.
Right. That's what
And
you should do.
it will probably trip the breaker all the time.
I doubt.
Versus we replace this cord with a cord that is rated for 30 amps. We put in a 30 amp plug, which is a totally different plug. It's like a twist lock plug.
Right.
And then it still could be dangerous, but if it is, it's all going to be inside their assembly. It's not going to be anything external to their assembly. Meaning that if anything catches fire, it's going to be this box. Not like the wires in your wall.
Or you're saying there's fire in the wall?
What I'm saying is if we take this, and this is what would be the most dangerous situation. Would be to put a 30 amp breaker on it and connect it to a regular outlet.
Right.
Because now that outlet, that assembly inside that outlet is not designed for that. So it's very possible that that would melt.
I just don't think that this is going to draw 30 amps.
It's probably not. It's rated that because of motor start amps.
Right.
So, because motors start at very high
I think
amps.
we run this on a dedicated 20 amp circuit.
A dedicated 20 amp circuit. That's what we'll do then. Because this still isn't a 20 amp plug. This is a 15 amp plug.
Right.
This is 15 amp wire, which is not right, but whatever.
But I mean, think about my Cranswick pressure washer. My Cranswick pressure washer draws like 14 amps. I run it on a 15 amp circuit. Works fine. Yeah, with a
Could
plug.
you just plug it into a 20 amp and try it, like without it being hooked up to anything, or no?
I mean, you have to have load on it.
Right, it will. Right, you have to have everything. And here's what I pretty much assure you is going to happen: is every once in a while on a hot day, in the middle of summer, it's going to trip the breaker. Because this.
Well, if that happens, then couldn't we then run?
Is it extra work to then go after the fact and do it there?
Well, okay, so that's another possibility. What we could do is we could run number 10 wire to it, and so then we're ready for a 30. If we need a 30, that may be the better bet. We can run number.
I think.
No respect for video. Well, wait a second. One of them are going right here. Then.
Yeah,
like laid into here.
Yeah.
All right. So we should do a ceiling one then.
Yeah.
That's what is that what you were thinking? Okay. So
I was thinking. I thought that there was a box. Like I thought there was a standing control unit on this.
Oh.
Because on the scissor lift, there's a standing control unit.
Oh.
So I assumed that we would run a line down the wall.
Yeah.
That looks about right.
No. Too much insulation.
Well, if it's just round the top.
Yeah, that's close.
Close. Yeah, probably right.
I mean, I knew we'd have to go get a bit.
No. It has to. No, that has to be big enough for the whole wedge to fit in. It has to be.
But the rest of it's big enough for the rest of it. It's just that slightly swollen.
Yeah, that's not gonna. That's.
I think if you round it, yeah, done.
That needs to go in pretty deep. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
And I did check. The floors are 4 inches thick, which is the minimum for like the concrete.
Nothing. God bless America. Here you go.
China.
Yeah.
And Germany. This is a multinational event.
Right. It's built in China for Germany, and we're installing it in America. So what we need to do is because the assembly can't be. See. Oh no. Okay, I see. So it's like this. So the motor assembly is on this side, which is where the. So we're gonna have to We're gonna have to we're gonna have to do something to get the cord all the way. We'll just put the cord right there then.
14.2, right?
It's on the left side, and you're almost making a hole in the other
No, not
side.
14. No, what are you talking about? You can't run 14.2. 14.2 is 15 amps. We're gonna run 10.2.
Okay.
So that way we're ready if we need to do a 30 amp something or other later. So we're gonna run 10.2 to a.
Why wouldn't we run? What is it? The 3-wire business. What is it?
Why do we need 3?
In case we're going to need 30 amps someday.
30 amps has nothing to do with 3 wires.
What's that
30 amps
orange cable? Is that 10.2?
Yeah, 10.2. Yeah, but the issue is that we're gonna have to, because you can use too large of wire. We're just gonna have to make it fit underneath the lugs of a 20 amp regular. That's not against code. It's just a tricky to get it underneath the lugs. So we'll just get a good, solid 20 amp outlet. And we'll set it, I mean, frankly, that one's not that far off, but I think it's gonna need to be like right here.
Well, aren't we going to want to, okay, so we're going to want to put the tank and the control unit on that.
Correct, of course. Yeah, of course.
So we can tuck this one back in there.
Right, because he's gonna wanna walk up here and lift it up and down right there, right? Yeah. Right? Same page here?
Say that again?
You're gonna want everything to be right here.
Yeah.
When you do the lift, yeah. Right. He's climbing it around every time. Yeah. Because they see that, he's already got your cut-in box right there. We're rocking. This is a German product, so it is not UL rated. Yep. So what we're having to do is figure out, because they're saying it's got a regular 15 amp plug on it. This is a good training opportunity. It's got a regular 15 amp plug, but we've got a 30 amp motor. It says right on it, 30 amps. So what we're doing is we're running the number 10 and to a 20 amp breaker to a 20 amp outlet.
Okay, in the
and in the ceiling, right? Yeah, of course. Has to be.
Well, you left out the part that they said that the 20 amp would work.
They said the 20 amp might trip.
Yeah.
But this is what we are you changing the story here now?
No,
what do you
so
think?
Would we Why don't we just put the 30 amp in then?
Because we can't, unless we change the whole plug assembly. And even then, if we change the plug assembly, this control box is clearly designed for what it's designed for. This control box just isn't designed at the voltages that we have, because this thing is made where it's made for who it's made for.
Right.
It's not designed to control that amount of motor. So the amount of motor you've got here at the voltages that we're running it on, 120 volts, is not designed to be controlled by that switchgear.
Right, I get that. So
Okay.
should we modify the box or should we not?
Well, at this point, I think we should just use the plug that's on it, that it came with, and just put it on a 20 amp breaker. That's the safest way.
I would agree.
That's the way that nothing's gonna catch fire, for sure. It'll just trip the breaker when on a hot day.
Right, yeah.
It may trip the breaker all the time. And if that's the case, then at least we have the number 10 wire run, and then we can go to plan B. Which plan B is put in a 30 amp breaker, put in a 30 amp interlock plug, and then just pray to God this thing doesn't catch on fire.
But the good news is it's not running 24/7.
Correct. It's fine. When I say that, I'm being dramatic. I'm being like electrical engineer level dramatic. Like electrical engineers care about this sort of stuff. I don't know if you know.
You need electricians.
It's not going to catch on fire. I mean, but it'll get hot.
Well, like, would it catch on fire with me out here, or would it just randomly?
No, it would only do it when you're using it. That's the other advantage. It's only gonna right through your body.
We should ask for a TwinBusch fire extinguisher. To
Right, right.
And they all with breakers as well.
Yeah. Right. So Steve's making a really good point in that this has breakers in it as well. I can't read. I don't understand any of the ratings because it's all foreign. But this. Well, he doesn't either.
Well, he's British. You can understand.
These breakers are also designed to protect the individual components.
Yeah.
So the only real risk you have is the box itself. Like that's it. And the way we're doing it right now, the risk you have is the breaker's going to trip, but it's safe. If you want, we can go straight to 30. But if we go straight to 30, it is a little less safe.
Yeah. Well, let's just do 20 then.
Okay, we'll do 20.
I'm looking for recommendations. That's what I brought you.
Great, I know. I just thought we had already squared it away, and then you started asking questions, and now we're wasting time.
Always has to choose a simple.
I always have to make things difficult.
All right, so I'm removing the shipping brackets. Taking this jack out. And we're gonna slide this thing around. And put this on.
Lifting up, that way we can relieve the pressure of the shipping ropes.
Which is this thing, right?
Yeah.
Feels like it's not going to the side. Oh, it is? Look at that.
All right, now we need to get this other one out of the way so we can slide this one into place.
Yeah, actually.
Just lift and kind of pivot over.
Well, hold on, where are you going with that?
And then we can slide it forward.
Where's this outlet going?
Wait till we get this set up and we'll show you. I can show you where the outlets for the fans are going.
Oh, we shouldn't do that though.
Yeah, that's
On the tracks.
just not the rubber ones. Oh boy. Hold on.
We'll just pull up some more. Move this up right here.
Yeah.
I'll get that carpet out.
Well, we can get it out once it's. We can get it out once.
I'll get a lift when it's up.
That's true. All right, we're gonna tilt this sucker.
Yeah, we can everybody though.
All right, come on, John.
This thing comes down. Let me make sure I get a good angle for this.
I'll just watch.
Someone does need to be the end to stop it sliding.
This is my wad for the day. Wad. Lifting up a. What that? Wait, are we doing this? Okay, wait, don't let it.
Imagine if it didn't fit.
That bolt's falling.
Oh, what's that noise?
Oh, nothing major. Just the hydraulics.
Next time do the lift and the flooring.
I seriously have no strength. I can't even get like these bolts out. It's ridiculous. How did that feel on your toes? This could be a little addition to the garage door business.
Once we stand it up, then we can move it.
All right, we need a couple hands. Ready? Heave. Oh.
See? Wow.
Easy.
See how much easier it is with 1,600 people, Matt?
Yeah.
See how easy it is when you take the legs out as well.
This is why I have so many kids. Nathan thinks that's a joke. Matt knows the truth. Yeah, you want space, Matt. Just to work, like if you ever has to replace the window or anything.
Let's just lift this gently,
Yeah. Can I go mark that? What?
It's all the
Locks.
Okay.
That's good, that gives us room. The most important, this here needs to be centered with that post.
Keeps your car straight. I mean, you could move it, but every time you bring the car in, you're going.
And that's ideal anyway. I mean, you want a little bit, you want room that you can get in behind here, even for putting the Swiss tracks in, it'll make it nicer.
This is crazy.
Said the guy almost had his arm ripped off the other day.
Say what?
You.
Oh.
He almost had a bloody stump laying in your
Adam's gonna bring the BMW in. We're gonna see how it looks. You're good. Go this way a little bit. I think that's good. Well, let's just. What do you think? I mean, you're centered on the door. Because what happens when the force pulls you back, your foot naturally comes off the gas. You have to keep your foot to the floor.